This is my 2015 Forest River R-Pod. It's the 178 model, and in general it's a great travel trailer. In this video I wanted to go over just a few things that I would change, despite many of the great things about the R-Pod. And so I'm going to go over the list of 5 things that I wish were different about the R-Pod. So my first critique about the R-Pod is while it's very functional in a lot of ways, it has a lot of great features for a trailer of this size, there's not a lot of prep space in the kitchen. You can see that we've got pretty limited kitchen counter area. And so if you're preparing a meal, you've either got to use this space that's in the back here and reach over your stovetop, or you got to rely on the dinette table. So not a lot of space. That'd be my first critique, is just that it'd be nice if there was a little bit more prep space. My second criticism of the R-Pod is that the dinette table here in the front has this little cutout on it. Now the two reasons that I don't like that is, first of all, when you're sitting at the table, if you're sitting in this seat here, you're going to have less counter space available for eating. The second reason is if you fold the table down to make it into a queen bed, you're going to have a little hollow space there where the pad is going to kind of push down in that location. You're not going to really get a whole lot of support. And so I would have preferred if they had made the table just a complete square. So that's the second thing that I would criticize about the R-Pod. Now while the R-Pod is incredibly efficient as far as the use of space, there's not a lot of storage available inside the 178 model. Now there's certain other models that do have quite a bit of space, but if you look at the 178, you've got couple small areas here, and then you've got your 3 drawers down there, your 1 above, and that's it. Now you can lift up the pads here and you can get to storage below the trailer, but it would have been nice if they used some of the open space up above on the sides or in the ceiling in order to get a little bit more capacity, so that if you have bags and such, you've got a place for those. You've got a little space under the bed, but you've got the heater there, and so really if you've got bags, you kind of have to rely for that under the seating area for your storage area. Now I'm a huge fan of the design of the R-Pod and the fact that it gives it a little bit more of a unique vintage look, being in the teardrop shape. One of the downsides of that is that in the queen bed in the rear, if you're sitting in the back, you've got the roof sloping in towards you, and so it can feel fairly crowded if you're on that side of the bed. Fourth criticism that I've got of the R-Pod is that you feel crowded if you're in that back portion of the bed. It'd be nice if it sloped up a little bit more gradual so you didn't feel like it was kind of caving in on you. So my fifth and final critique of the R-Pod is the freshwater capacity. Now underneath you've got 3 tanks. You've got a freshwater tank with a capacity of about 36 gallons. You've got a gray water tank with a capacity of 30 gallons, and you got your black water tank, which has a capacity of another 30 gallons. So in total, you've got 36 gallon capacity freshwater, and then you've got 60 gallon capacity of gray and black water. And so obviously you would never fill those 2 tanks using your freshwater capacity if you're dry camping. So what I would like to see is an additional freshwater tank, or change the size of the tank so you've got a little smaller black and gray water tank, a little larger freshwater tank, so that you've got capacity to last you more than a day and a half, 2 days, which is pretty much what you'll get out of the freshwater tank on the R-Pod. So that's the 5th thing that I'd change about the R-Pod, is increasing the size of the freshwater tank. So overall the R-Pod's a great trailer, and I think that the R-Pod 178 model specifically is highly functional and efficient, and a great choice if you're in the market for a small trailer. Overall it's an excellent trailer. This video is not meant to criticize the R-Pod, but it's meant to give you just a few criticisms of the R-Pod to take into consideration if you're looking at getting one. If you've got any comments, leave them in the section below. For more videos on the R-Pod, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.